So today I'm gonna make an QnA chatbot which will interact with user and understand their queries and provide some accurate and helpful responses. For this I am using LangChain and a Groq. If you wonder why LangChain or what exactly LangChain is, LangChain is an advanced framework designed for working with LLMs like GPT, Olama, and other. It helps us to it helps us in everything like handling a text generation or integration with some external data like different PDF files or anything you have. So it helps us in interaction with your that external data and give us the output. Like I'm providing some PDF and I'm wanting to read through the PDF and give me some uh, the output of the question from the PDF. So it helps in that also. Now why I'm using LangChain is it because it requires a minimal code and make it excellent choice for us for an QnA bot. We don't have to do so much of coding. It has inbuilt libraries, and Groq is an AI inference from which we will use the model in building our chatbot. So first of all, I need API keys of both LangChain and Groq. So for LangChain, you have to sign in, and when you click up on sign up, you will go to the Langsmith page and click on settings, create API key, name it anything like I'm uh, naming it as bot, and then copy it, come to VS Code, make an .env file, and here let's write LangChain API key. Okay, now next we move to the Groq. Here also we can get API key by going to developer stat building, API keys, create an API key. Let's name it also bot. Copy this and paste it here. Name it as Groq. Right, save it. We are using .env file so that our this sensitive information will be hidden. And now let's create an app.py. What are the things we needed here? Let's import all the libraries. So I need import OS, which will be used for getting our API to our chatbot. Then we need from LangChain, LangChain.core core prompts. We need chat prompt template to creating our prompts. Right, then again we need from this from LangChain core dot output parser. Import string output parser. I will let you know what are this file and libraries and why we are using it. Let's import it first. then again we need the LLM model that we are gonna use. So I'm using Groq, so we have to use LangChain Groq. Import chart Groq, and we need a streamlet. Alright, so now here the streamlet will help us in building the web interface. Chat Groq is it is the model we will use to interact with the language model. Then we have chat prompt template, which will define the structure how we will communicate with the model. Then we have the output parser, what it will do, the sentence that we the output that we get from a model, it will parse it into a string format so that we can display. Alright, now let's alright, now let's get our API keys. So I am typing Groq API key equals to os dot get env. Oh, I forgot to load the dot env loader, so let's import it from dot env import load dot env, and we have to call it also. Alright, now dot get env, what was the file name? Copy it and paste it. Now we have to go for LangChain. os.environ, let me copy the name, equals to os.get. Alright, we get the both key. Don't get confused on this and this. We can type Groq API key also like that, os dot environ. We can write same for Groq key, but I have written it like this. They both are same. Right, we have imported we have set our API keys also. Now let's go and define our prompt, how the model should work. So let's create by typing prompt see, that's I don't like, that's why I don't like AI1 coding, because it suggests me what's it predict the next what I have to type, and by if I get too much consumed with this type of suggestion, then I might lose my all the skill and make my concentration on them only. So let's type chat template dot from messages. So what messages you want to give to the system and the user. So let's make I'm gonna tell to the system You are a helpful assistance, comma, and now to the user. So cause the user has the input, custom input, so let's type user will ask some question. And here will be the input question, whatever the custom question the user will be asking. So here what we have told, we have defined a prompt that we send to the language model. The prompt has the two roles, system and a user. System tells the model that it is a helpful, you are an helpful AI assistant, and user, this is where the user question will be inserted using this question, alright, as a placeholder. Whatever input like what is machine learning, so question, and here it's depend typed what is a machine learning. So we created our prompt. Now let's create define how the model will work. So let's define, or let me type it hashtag generate a response. So for this we have to define a function like I'm defining generate response, and what are the features that it will carry. So it will carry the question that will be asked, and then I want to pass here the engine, then temperature, and then the max token. So I'll let you know what are this. Now let's define it, the model that we'll be using. So LLM equals to model equals to engine, cause I'm letting the user to take their own custom engine whatever they want. Like it is, cause it's an open source, there is no GPD, we will use like llama, gamma, and phi, and etc, whatever there are. And now we have to define the output parser. Oh wait, I haven't defined here what where it is going. So we have to take the chat where it chat Groq, this is the our model. So type chat Groq, it will takes the model whatever it is, and then we will create an output parser. Output parser equals to str string output parser. Alright, this it will display the our output whatever it is. And now next we have to create a chain. Chain equals to prompt, first it will go to through the prompt, then it will go through the model LLM, and then we will get the output, which is our output parser. Alright, now next and last step will be getting a response from it. So how to get, so let's make answer equals to chain dot invoke. Invoking means getting an answer from the AI model. So let's pass here the question. what's the question is. It's the question which is coming from your custom question, and return the answer. So we have defined our model, how it will go through all this. So let me explain you what is happening here. So in this function, it is responsible for getting the response from the model. Okay, we have chosen the here LLM equals to chat Groq, which is used to interact with Groq model using the API key and select the model engine. I will let you know what are this engine. Then we have created the output parser, which will show the output as a string, then a chain. What's this chain do? This prompt, the prompt is combined here. The prompt is combined with LLM, then with the output parser. To it's just a create a chain, like how the model will go. If you input a prompt, it will go through that LLM model, like llama. Then it will show the output, and this is how we have invoked it. This send the question to the model, and the output is stored in answer, and here return the answer. Now let's build our streamlet. So I will put a title on my app, st.title, QnA Chatbot. If you wanna see how it's look like, let's check it. I think I've typed Control S here. Let me open the terminal again. Streamlet run app.py. All right. So this is our web app. So see, here is my title, QnA Chatbot, and now I have to create other things. So let's create it. Now what's the user will take an engine. So let's define it. Engine equals to st dot. If I use the sidebar option, I'll show you what happened. Sidebar dot select box. It will tell us select the model. And I want to keep it as array because there are many other models. What are the different models? So let me check it. Click on Groq. Let's search Groq models, supported models. So here we get Distill Whisper, which is of Hugging Face, Gamma 2, which is for developed by Google. Let's take it. I want to use this model, comma. Let's put 4 models. Right, one is of Google. Let's see it llama. And one more, let's take it from, oh, this is from Meta, and this is the preview one. Let me take this. Comma, and I will take one more. I think Mistral will be there. Is it there? Yeah, Mistral. Copy it, paste it. So we have different models for selecting for user to select. Now let's create the temperature. This is why I don't like AI on my VS Code. If I go through this, I will surely lose my concentration and all my skills because of this AI. I will be more reliable on this AI. So it's halfway it's predicted what I want to write. Sidebar dot I want slider here, and let's name it as temperature. I will add here minimum value of 0 and max value of 1, and a value of, let's say, 0.7. So temperature is nothing. It tells temperature actually controls the randomness or creativity of a model response. It means if your model is between, it's usually between 0 and 1. If the lower temperature like 0, it means the model will be more less creative, and if it is 8 or 1, it will be more creative and diverse in its responses. So that's the only difference between low and medium. If you want more responses, more creative responses, then you can make it for higher, and if you want less, you want only answer, I only need answer, so you can go for 0 or less. So that's it. And there's one more, max token. So I got to tell you about it. uh, it defines the maximum number of tokens, means word or part of word or punctuation, how much longer you want the model to. It's just like it affect the length of the response of the model give. For example, if you keep the max token to set to 100, the model will limit its output to 100 token, 100 words or 100 parts of word, meaning response will be the shorter. And if you take it, the higher the number of max token, the higher the higher the length of the response. Just that only. So for that also we are also creating the same slider. See, it's giving me the same value, but let's write it down. So max token equals to st dot slide sidebar, sorry. So if you wonder what sidebar is doing, where it is, oh sorry, I haven't saved it. Control S, and now reload it. So this is our sidebar. These are the model, different model, whichever you want user to take, how much creativity you want your model to have. And now we are creating the same for the max token dot slider, and now let's name it as max token. And I will create here same min value and max value. Let's me take minimum value like 100 and max value let's take it as 500, and our normal value equals to 250. I think this will be good. Reload it. Slider, mix in slider. Slider mixin dot slider. Where I've done the in value. Oh, now I think it's good. And now let's reload it. Yeah, I can choose the length of my response. And now let's create the user output. What user want to say? So let's go it. We will write st.write means, yeah, so we are we have to write st.write go ahead and ask your question, right? If you want to see it, how does it look like, reload it, go ahead and ask your question. Now we are gonna create here an input where the user will type the question and the response will be shown here. So let's create it. Now let me name it as user input equals to what will be it? It will be the text input let's check it. Yeah, now you can type here hi, hello, and it has to give you the output, but still right now it's not connected to our model, so it's not giving you the responses. So now let's define if user input, if user answers something or typed something, then what you have to do, you have to response equals to generate response. We will take this define function generate response, and we here we will pass the question as user input, then engine, then temperature, and then max token. So alright, and what the response will get, we have to print it. So st dot write, what you have to write, the response. Else if the user didn't put anything, then what you do, write please provide user input, and now save it. And now let's check it. Write is not defined. Oh, st dot write, I think now there will be no error, so it's working on demo. If I ask the same, what is AI? Temperature is not defined. Why? Achha, okay, TMP. I think now it won't show any error. What is an AI? Yeah, we get the answer. That's a great question. AI is an artificial intelligence and it gives us answer. But I want you to remember one thing. This chatbot doesn't contain any RAG. Alright? Any retrieval data it doesn't contain. So if I write, hi, my name is Awesome. It's nice to meet you, Awesome. And if I ask him, hey, what's my name? As an AI, I have no memory of past conversation or personal information about you, so I don't know your name. So we didn't create any vector store to save our data. For saving it, we need vector store. We have to create a retrieval on it, then create a retrieval chain on it. Because vector store are not runnable, so we have to create a retrieval and vector chain and pass through this LLM and everything. Then it will save and memorize. We have to import many other uh, libraries also. If you want a more creative answer, you can increase it to 1. The max length of your response 500 per word, 100 per word, or different. You can set it like this. So this is our simple QnA chatbot which we created and deployed it. Alright, thanks for watching.